الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبد الله ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد أيها المسلمون اتقوا الله بالمسارعة إلى الخيرات والمجانبة المحرمات تفوز بالأعلى الدرجات وتنجو من المهلكات. قال تعالى واتقوا يوما ترجعون فيه إلى الله ثم توفى كل نفس ما كسبت وهم لا يظلمون. My brothers and sisters, Allah has created us for an extremely great purpose. He has given to us things that we don't deserve because we are weak and because we are negligent. But despite that, and He is far above needing anything that exists, He wants to love us. He wants us to be successful, and He wants to be pleased with us. Allah says in the Quran, يُرِيدُ اللَّهَ لِيُبَيِّنَ لَكُمْ وَيَهْدِيَكُمْ. He wants to guide you. وَاللَّهُ يُرِيدُ أَن يَتُوبَ عَلَيْكُمْ. Allah wants you to become better and make tawbah to Him. يُرِيدُ اللَّهَ أَن يُخَفِّفَ عَنْكُمْ. Allah wants to make it easy for you. But despite that, وَخُلِقَ الْإِنسَانُ ضَعِيفًا. We are weak and we are negligent. My brothers and sisters, despite us being alive right now, something which comes in many different ways is coming to us, and is going to come to us whether we like it or not. It comes in different forms and it comes in different times, but the conclusion is the same. Death is real. Death is inevitable. It is something made of the unseen because it is something that is not pleasant, something that Bani Adam fears, and it's from the rahmah of Allah that it has been made hidden to us, because had we seen it, we would not be able to handle it. The Prophet ﷺ said, فَلَوْلَا أَنْ لَا تَدَافَنُوا. Had it not been that you would not then bury your deceased because of the fear of it, لَدَعَوْتُ اللَّهِ أَن يُسْمِعُكُم مِّنْ أَذَابِ الْقَبْرِ. That I would have made dua to Allah that you can hear even a slight inkling as to what's going on in the grave. It is something our whole body will experience. Not a part of your body will be spared. Allah says in the Quran, كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ. Every soul shall taste death. The ulama have asked, why is the word ذائقة here mean? Why does Allah Jalla wa Ala mention the word taste? And the answer is that your whole body, not a single hair, not a single nail, will feel it. Because your body is connected to the soul, and your soul departs from it. Soon, my brothers and sisters, our souls will be taken by angels, and these angels will take it without any delay. They will take it up, and it will go past the sky. It will go past the moon. Your soul will go past the stars, and it will go past the sun until it reaches the heavens. And then these angels will bring your soul back down again, and it will return to earth, but this time you will be living in an alien world. A world and a realm that we don't understand and we cannot see, but you are still on earth. This is the life of the barzakh. Allah says in the Quran, وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الرُّوحِ. They ask you about the soul. They ask you about what's going to happen afterwards with your soul. قُلِ الرُّوحُ مِنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي وَمَا أُوتِيتُم مِّنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. There's not much that you can comprehend about the stages of your soul. In fact, my brothers and sisters, since the time that you were created, since the time that Adam was sent on earth, since the time you will die and you will be resurrected, Your life on this earth is the shortest part of your existence. Adam alayhi salam came down on earth thousands and thousands of years ago, and you were not to be even heard of. Nobody knew who you are. Then you were put into this earth for a period of years. Then you will die and you will go into the barzakh. And the life of the barzakh for every single one of us will be far longer than the life they spent on earth. Hundreds of years, maybe even thousands of years. And then when you are resurrected, our eternal place in the hereafter has no time and there is no limit. What does this tell us, my brothers and sisters? Allah says, كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ وَإِنَّمَا تُوَفُّونَ أُجُورَكُمْ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ فَمَنْ زُحْزِحَ عَنِ النَّارِ وَأُدْخِلَ الْجَنَّةَ فَقَدْ فَازَ وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. Every single one of us, when we die, instantly we will have what we earned. As soon as you die, you will be paid. And this is why the ulama of tafsir have said that after you die, تُوَفُّونَ أُجُورَكُمْ, you are dying with your deeds. My brothers and sisters, we have not been created to stay here. We have not been created except that we are supposed to live somewhere else. We have been put here so that we can prepare for another land. We have been created to act in our minutes and in our hours to receive a recompense in a place where there is no time. My brothers and sisters, it's from the mercy and the justice of Allah that He doesn't take us instantly. If He wanted to, He can make us all die in one go. But He gives us signs and He gives us reminders. فَلَوْلَا إِذَا بَلَغَتِ الْحُلْقُومِ, when you hear of a person passing away, when you see a person passing away, وَأَنْتُمْ حِينَئِذٍ تَنْظُرُونَ, and you are there and you are witnessing it. You've heard that such and such person has passed away. But other people's tests and other people's deaths must create a sign for ourselves, my brothers and sisters. Because when death arrives, people on that day will be split into three different categories. فَأَمَّا إِنْ كَانَ مِنَ الْمُقَرَّبِينَ, there are those who will be close to Allah. Who are those who are close to Allah? Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah said that they are those who are firm in their iman and they come to Allah with all the wajibat, all the obligatory deeds that they were supposed to do, but they didn't stop there. They got closer to Allah with all the recommended deeds. And they are those, the close ones to Allah, who stayed away from what was haram, but they didn't stop there either. They stayed away from all those things that are disliked to Allah also. For them, فَرَوْهُمْ وَرَيْحَانٌ وَجَنَّةُ نَعِيمٌ, a rest and a delight, instantly. Then there's another category. وَأَمَّا إِنْ كَانَ مِنْ أَصْحَابِ الْيَمِينَ. Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah said about these people that they did the wajibat and they did the mustahabbat, but not like the level of the first people. And he also mentioned, and this is very important, my brothers, that from this group also are those people who have iman, but maybe they are weak in it. Maybe sometimes they don't pray. Maybe they have mistakes. And he said, rahimahullah, they then fall under the pardon of Allah and the will of Allah. If He wills, He can pardon them. And there is no guarantee that He will pardon them. فَسَلَامٌ لَكْ مِنْ أَصْحَابِ الْيَمِينَ. For them, if He pardons them, is a peace and security. And then the last group, my brothers and sisters, وَأَمَّا إِنْ كَانَ مِنَ الْمُكَذِّبِينَ الضَّالِّينَ, the people of shirk, the people of kufr, and the people of nifaq. What is it that is feared for them? فَنُزُلٌ مِّنْ حَمِيمٍ وَتَسْلِيَةُ جَهِيمٍ, a boiling end and a burning fire. How do we know, my brothers and sisters, which category we are in today? The answer is quite simple. We don't. But what we do know, whether you're a Muslim or not, that death is going to happen. إِنَّ هَذَا لَهُوَ حَقُّ الْيَقِينِ. My brothers and sisters, every single one of us has one soul, every single one of us have one body, every single one of us have one life in this dunya, and we have one grave, and we have one resurrection. You are more alone than you think you are. But why is this going to happen? Because Allah Jalla wa Ala wants to give us something which is very, very noble. Allah Jalla wa Ala wants to make a trade with us, but that trade is not cheap. Ala, inna sil'atullahi ghaliyah. It's more expensive than your houses. It's more expensive than your cars. It's more expensive than the clothes. And Allah mentions in the Quran, even if they came on the Day of Judgment with the whole earth and everything that is contained within it, it will still not be enough. Even if you are the most skillful, even if you think you are the most intelligent, even if you think you are the most richest and you are the most strongest, the price with Allah is very, very expensive. Ala, inna sil'atullahi jannah. Shaykh Abdul Aziz bin Baz rahimahullah said, the most expensive thing that you own is your soul. Allah wants to buy it off you for a place in Jannah. So whoever wants to sell it, then he needs to be obedient to him. He must strive to make him happy. He must stay away from those things which are haram. And if he does that, Allah will give him happiness and He will give him the prize and the trade will be successful. My brothers and sisters, don't sell your soul for anything less than Jannah. We know that death is real and Allah describes it in the Quran that it is going to happen to you tomorrow. Don't sell your minutes and your hours for entertainment in the dunya, on your phones, with your games and with your desires. Prepare for death and save yourself, because there could be a day that you are split from your family members. One family member going to Jannah and a person that is most beloved to you not being with you for eternity. Remember that everything that you enjoy in the dunya is temporary, but there is a better substitute elsewhere. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ كُلُّ مَنْ عَلَيْهَا فَانٍ وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ ذُو الْجَلَالِ وَالْإِكْرَامِ. بارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن والسنة. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروا إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبد الله ورسوله. أما بعد, my brothers and sisters, fear Allah and prepare for a day which is coming very close to us all by doing the right thing and staying away from things which are not right. My brothers and sisters, the end isn't easy, and making it across is a favor and a virtue and a success that Allah gives to those who have remembered Him in the dunya. There's an incident that happened with one of the companions, Amr bin As radiallahu anhu. He actually passed away. But on his deathbed, he stopped breathing. But on his deathbed, the people around him, they knew that he had died. But his soul was returned to him on his deathbed. And he began to breathe again. So his son said to him, Abdullah, my father, in the dunya, you used to remind us about death. And you used to say to us that death cannot be described, because once it leaves you, it cannot come back to describe what that person witnessed. But by the permission of Allah, your soul has come back to you. So describe death to us. And he said, radiyallahu anhu, I still can't describe it. It's too great for me to describe. But I can tell you something that it resembles. I felt as if a big mountain was placed on my neck. I felt as if a huge mountain was on my neck and my shoulders. And I also felt that sharp thorns were inside of me everywhere. In every single part of my body, sharp thorns, like you find on a plant. And I felt that my soul was being pushed through an eye of a needle. My brothers and sisters, what we learn from this, and what's strange, is that the biggest days of our lives is not your birthday, it's not your graduation day, it's not even your wedding day. The biggest day of your life is yet to come. But no one has seen it. No one knows what's going to happen. But there are those people who are smart, and they are conscious, and they are clever. They know that it's coming, and they want to be ready for that day. But there are other people, they know that it's coming, but they continue to ignore it. My brothers and sisters, if we look at the Quran, it describes death to several different people. And it talks about their different endings. Some people were good, some people were bad. Some people were better than others, and some people had the worst of ends. And some people were sinful. Allah says in the Quran, وَالسُّوءَ الْكَافِرِينَ الَّذِينَ تَتَوَفَّاهُمُ الْمَلَائِكَ ظَالِمِي أَنفُسِهِمْ فَأَلْقَوْا السَّلَمَ. Those people who die transgressing themselves, being negligent, ignoring death, the angels will come down to them and it will say, it's time to go. It's time to depart. And instantly, when that soul sees the angels, it will say, مَا كُنَّ نَعْمَلْ مِنْ سُوءٍ. Straight away they will say, I didn't do it. I wasn't doing anything wrong. It wasn't me. Leave me alone. Then the angels will respond to him, بَلَا إِنَّ اللَّهَ أَلِيمٌ بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ. You were wrong. And we were watching. And your Lord was watching. And you didn't prepare for this day, and we know that. Look, my brothers and sisters, for some people, death is the only time when they want to become upright. Death is the only time when they want to stop oppressing themselves. Death is the only time when they want to stop sinning. Death is the only time when they don't want to be ignorant, because now the yaqeen, the ilm al-yaqeen is in front of them. Death is the only time when they will lower their gaze. Death is the only time when they will stop listening to music. Death is the only time when they will cover their aura. Death is the only time for some people when they are forced to leave their desires. It's the time, my brothers and sisters, that for all of us, whether you are sinful or not, every single one of us will have to submit to a reality, and they will then know the purpose of their creation. In contrast, the Quran also describes, my brothers and sisters, those people, and may Allah make us of them, 4 lines later in the very same surah, those people who are successful. كَذَلِكَ يَجْزِي اللَّهُ الْمُتَّقِينَ. Those who prepared, those people who are constantly accounting themselves, those people who knew that there's going to be a day where they have to answer for every single thing they did, which is going to be a day 50,000 years long. الَّذِي تَتَوَفَّاهُمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ طَيِّبِينَ. They are described as being tayyib. They are described as being pleasant, because in the dunya, they were pleasant in their actions. They were pleasant in their speech. They were tayyib and pleasant in their thoughts. They were pleasant and tayyib in their connection with Allah and the tawheed of Him. They were tayyib and pleasant with the Prophet and with what he came with, alayhi salatu wassalam. What will the angels say to them? يَقُولُونَ سَلَامٌ عَلَيْكُمْ. Look at the contrast. The first group, they called them negligent. They said, we knew what you were doing and you were lying. But for this group of people, they had nice words for Allah and His Messenger and His religion and for one another in the dunya. So on that day when the angels come, the angels will have nice words for them in the akhirah. Salamun alaykum, udkhulul jannah bima kuntum ta'malun. Enter Jannah. There are no regrets on this day. There is no rebuke for you on this day. Stay and enjoy and eat and drink in a place where you will never be hungry anyway. Enjoy in a place where you will have no desperation anyway. Enjoy and be secure in the pleasure of your Lord, because your Lord will never be angry with you ever again. My brothers and sisters, the smart one is the one who prepares for death. You are not meant to stay here. This is not your permanent home. Account yourself today, because tomorrow you will be accounted for. If you have a sin, if you have a mistake, if there is something that you know that you need to do better, then do it now. Make tawbah to Allah. Make Him happy with you, so that when you die and when the angels come, you are died with preparation. You die with a good and a happy end. هذا صلوا وسلموا على رسولكم قال تعالى إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم وزد وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداء الدين اللهم آمنا فاكتبنا من الشاهدين اللهم ارض عنا اللهم ارض عنا اللهم أحسن خاتمتنا اللهم يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك نستغيث أصلح لنا شؤوننا كلها ولا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة عين اللهم اصلح نياتنا وذرياتنا اللهم هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما اللهم ارزقنا الجنة اللهم ارزقنا الجنة وما قرب إليها من قول وأمل. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من النار وما قرب إليها من قول وأمل. اللهم آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. عباد الله، اذكروا الله يذكركم واشكروه يزدكم ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون.